Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. My name is Chris Down. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over a quick case study for a mobile auto detailing client and kind of going over some of the metrics, some of the keywords, all that kind of stuff, and walking you through the campaign and showing you kind of what's working and what's not working, and maybe giving you some advice and some tips along the way. But if you do want to see more content like this, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you are an auto detailer, there's a link in the description below to potentially get this campaign set up for you as well. But let's just kind of jump into it. So this particular campaign, it's running at $25 a day. The bid strategy type has been switched over to maximize conversions. We've got a target CPA set up on it, which means pretty much what we're telling Google is we want to try to get leads at a certain price. So we kind of set a goal for Google and hope that they kind of beat it with their automated bidding, and so far doing pretty well there. So since let's see, it's August 1st right now. I've just got it selected from July 1st. So roughly the past month, we have 1,389 impressions, 108 clicks, a 7.78% click-through rate. This is in a suburb outside of Houston, so it's a little bit more expensive. The cost per click here, it's $4.39. $473.88 spend for the month, 32 leads for the month, and I'll show you some of the, not the leads themselves, but the conversion actions in a little bit. It's all phone call and form fills. It's about like 50-50 between the two. We're looking at almost pretty much like a 30% conversion rate. We're at 29.63% with a cost per lead of $14.87. So overall, pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with this. Still more optimization to happen on the account, but let me actually just take you into the ad groups themselves. So have this all very tightly themed and tightly organized within each one of these ad groups. It's all keywords specific to each of these different themes. So within this one, it's all car detailing, auto detailing, mobile auto detailing, some paint correction, and everything else is sort of like geographic ad groups. You got Houston, Pasadena, Baytown. This is where the detailers are located. They're actually in Baytown. But the reason why you want to do it like this, you want to structure it like this, is you can see this conversion rate over here is pretty high. A lot of people tend to be somewhere around the 10 to 12% range. When you're running Google Ads, you want this conversion rate number to be as high as possible, because that will cut down that cost per lead, and we want to get leads as cheap as possible ultimately. So let me actually, I'll just go into the keywords here. So everything on this particular account running phrase and exact match keywords. Let me actually, no, don't want that. Let me just switch this to enabled, so you can see everything that's enabled right now. So it's all phrase and exact match keywords. The reason I do that is it really helps to kind of tighten up the traffic, really refine it. If you're doing a bunch of broad match, what you're going to have happen is you're going to get a lot of just like random search traffic coming through the account. And we want to do this because if we're doing the phrase match, we're essentially telling Google, hey, I only want my ads to show up for searches with the phrase car detailing services. If it's exact match like this, I only want my ads showing up for car detailing near me, for example. So we want to have all of our keywords like that. And yeah, let me actually widen this out a little bit here so you can see a little bit more. But yeah, it's all very, very tightly themed. It's all, grouped into their relevant ad groups. And let me actually pull up, I'll show you some of the conversion actions. I think this one for the past month is about 50-50 between lead forms and phone calls. So we have 17 lead forms and 12 landing page phone calls, but 3 calls from the ad extension. So a little button they can click on the ad. So it's about 17 forms, 15 phone calls, totaling up to, I think it was 32 leads for the month, which on 25 a day is not too bad, especially when a cost per click in that market is about $4. So yeah, 32 leads for the course of the month, $4 cost per click on a $25 a day budget. Definitely cannot complain about that. So one other thing we can go into here is if we go into devices. This is something I've actually made a tweak on this particular campaign recently. Computers were converting pretty well, about 20%. So all desktop traffic was converting fine. My biggest reason for actually turning it off is I want to drive this particular detailer more phone calls as opposed to more form fills. So if you're getting more mobile traffic, generally what's going to happen is that's going to skew to be more phone calls as opposed to form fills. So in this case, I wanted to send them as many phone calls as possible. So after, and this was made probably about midway through last month. So the goal for this coming month is them to get more phone calls than form fills, and usually kind of switching that over to doing mobile only traffic is going to help out. You can see mobile phone in the past month was over 30% conversion rate, and yeah, so hopefully should be in a good spot there. So that should be it for this particular campaign. If you have any questions, obviously drop them in the comments below. And if you are a mobile auto detailer and you are looking to implement a campaign like this, I'd be glad to get it set up for you. There's a link in the description below to apply to essentially have it as a consultation. I'll check it out, see if I can help you out, and we can go from there. If not, that's all good. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, if you got some value from it, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks.